Hey guys, it's me Marty and welcome to this week's edition of Glamroom Game Time. I know I took last week off. We actually played the Indianapolis Colts on a Monday night, which threw off my whole thing because you work and you got stuff to do on the weekday. When it's a Sunday, I can shoot Saturday night and be done. But when it's a Monday night game, it's a little harder. So this week, we are playing a very short week. We played on Monday night and now we're going to play again on Sunday. Monday, we played the Indianapolis Colts and that game was great. In my opinion, it was 7-34. Drew Brees broke the touchdown pass record that was formerly held by Peyton Manning. And the next in line is Tom Brady. We beat the Colts really, really good. And then today we play the Tennessee Titans. So our record is 11-3. Their record is 7-6? If it's wrong, I'll correct it right here. So hope you enjoy this look. I will see you at the scrimmage line. Who that's? Let's get ready. Well, let's get cute for the game and we'll talk a little sports. Today, first of all, I will be using the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette. I think I've used it on here before, but it's just got so many. I'll show y'all. It's got so many really pretty colors that lend itself well to the black and gold. See, gold. There's so many things I could use. So we are already in week 16, and I can't believe this season is almost over. What a season it has been for us, y'all. So anyway, let's start this look to get ready to go to the game, and we'll start talking football then. So today we play the Tennessee Titans. And the Tennessee Titans, I'm going to go in with Puree first as my transition color. So Puree is this pretty little brown color right here. It's so pretty. It's like a taupey with a hint of orange. I haven't actually used this palette in a minute. And that's like probably one of the best, easily top 5 palettes I own. So against the Indianapolis Colts. And it was important for the game because y'all know me. Every game is important to me. But it was really important because Drew Brees broke the record for most touchdown passes. So I believe the record was held by Peyton Manning. And he broke it Monday night. So I missed the first half and my phone started ringing like off the hook. Everybody was like, oh my God, I know you're so happy. Oh my God, I know you must be crying right now. And I was like, I had no idea what they were talking about. So then I put on the TV and they were going into halftime. And everyone was all excited. I'm just using that as a transition color from the corner of my eye to the corner of my brow, corner of my eye to the inner corner of my brow. So right here. Y'all should already know how this goes by now. A pretty one-sided game. I do say so myself. A little background on the Colts. Okay, so the Colts were actually the team that we beat to win the Super Bowl. I believe it was 10 years ago it was 10 years ago. And Peyton Manning was their quarterback, and he actually held the record before Drew broke it this Monday. So he did that, and then at halftime, everyone was excited because he was so close to doing it. It was going to take one more pass, and he was going to break the record. So halftime came and went, and then when they got back from halftime, that's when the magic happened. Drew Brees broke the record for most touchdown passes. I believe his pass was to Taysom Hill, and the one before that was to Michael Thomas, if I remember correctly. Like I said, I kind of missed the first half of the game. So, okay, I couldn't find a crease brush. So I'll use the NYX Professional Crease Brush right here, which I don't really like too much as a crease brush, but I really honestly just don't want to get up and go get the other cup. So they went and they played the game. It was really good. They won in a landslide. I almost think someone told me they thought they gave them that touchdown. So the Colts had 7 and the Saints ended the game with 34. So background on the Colts. The Colts had Andrew Luck as their quarterback. And this is just the NYX crease brush. And I'm going in with Summer Yum, which is this really pretty red color right here, which I think I actually use a lot when I use. This is almost always my crease color when I use this palette. So, so Andrew Luck, oh my gosh, y'all, I did not record the whole first part of this look. I am so sorry because I was going all deep in my conversation and never press record. So I'm not going to redo the whole thing again because we have used this palette now a lot. So I don't think we really need to go back through it, but I'll just show you what I did. So I went in as a transition color. I used the smudge brush from Bogache and I did Puree just between the outer corner of my lash and the inner corner of my brows. Then I'm going in with the NYX Professional Crease Brush in the shade Summer Yum. And I'm just applying that straight to the crease, as you can see. So, Monday, we're playing a short week this week because Monday, we played the Indianapolis Colts, which here's the thing with the Colts. So their quarterback, Andrew Luck, I think his name was Andrew Luck. He actually retired this year, which at first I was like, who retires at 25? I think he's like 25. I could be wrong. I don't really know 100% of things unless it has to do with the Saints. But he retired at the age of 25, and I was like, who retires that young? Like, Drew's 40, like, trying so hard to keep everything together so that he can keep playing. So he retired at the age of 25 because he said he had a couple really bad injuries, and he felt like he wasn't really going to be there for his family if he kept playing and getting hurt. And I mean, after a season, like, when you make it to the NFL, especially as a quarterback, especially a starting quarterback, you're not starving for, you ain't starving. You got meal money. So it's not like he had to keep working to like pay off bills. He has money already. So that happened. And so now their quarterback, I think they said he was a rookie. I'm not sure. I believe I heard he was a rookie. And so, they just kind of got beat down. So we are coming to the end of the season. We are in week 16. Should be December 22nd, if I'm posting this correctly. And we're about to wrap up the season. So we're playing a short week because on Monday we play the Indianapolis Colts. And then today we play the Tennessee Titans. So, something really important happened on Monday. Drew Brees tied Peyton Manning for the most touchdown passes thrown in a career and passed him up. So in the first half of the game, he tied it and everybody was freaking out. My phone was like zamp, zamp, zamp. It was because everybody was like, oh my God, did you see he's going to break the record tonight? He's going to break the record tonight. I was like, yeah, sure, whatever. That's great, whatever. But I was kind of busy, so I didn't really watch it. And then the second half, I put it on, and apparently the first touchdown was not the first touchdown, but the one that tied was a pass to Michael Thomas. Speaking of Michael Thomas, did y'all see the ESPN Body Edition this year? The magazine? Guys, if you have not seen it, please look it up. Please. You will not regret it. Look it up. So, So anyway, so the first pass was to Michael Thomas, and the second one, the actual tiebreaker, was thrown to Taysom Hill. Now, if you don't know who Taysom Hill is, Taysom Hill is like, he's like, they call him the Swiss Army knife, and he is. Like, that dude plays so many different positions, and all well is the killing part. All well, he can run. And I'm just blending the crease and the transition color together before I start with the lid. Dodge dude can play quarterback. He's got like, I honestly think we were laughing when we went to the game because I always say like Taysom Hill was like outside parking cars and then he was inside making gumbo. He was taking orders at the souvenir shop. He was going back to play. Then he'd come back and hand out coke. Like that's literally, he's got like 3,000 jobs. So, okay. So today I'm just going to do like a little bit of a, we'll see. I actually think I want to do tinting. We'll do tinting in we'll contour that. I'm going to go in with Delectable, which is this very pretty purple color, and I'm going to use that on the outer half of my lid. Everybody's running around. It was all a great deal. It was quite a moment for Drew Brees because, again, there's no one in Louisiana that, especially in New Orleans, that has not felt the prestige and the presence of Drew Brees. Like, he's everywhere. He owns half the city of New Orleans. And not like in real estate or anything. No, he owns like a Jimmy John's and a Walk-Ons and just things that are employing a whole lot of people. So obviously that's a good deal. Who's going to be mad at that? I'm sure somebody can be, but they're not anybody I know because they would know not to tell me about it because I don't want to know. Okay, so real quick before we continue with this football talk, we are going to dip our close bristled brush into let's go with Luscious, which is this really beautiful. So so he made the thing. There was a big deal. His kids weren't down there like they were last time, but they were in the box and he was blowing kisses to his wife, and it was really, really, really beautiful and really nice. And something else I really liked about it was when they sat down, and I just took Luscious, if you can't see yourself, and I went into the inner half of my lid with Luscious because it's so pretty. A little bit of an homage to, to the wrong car. I hate when I do that. A little bit of an homage to LSU as well. I'm a UL student. I went to UL, University of Lafayette. So we have like issues with LSU because people seem to forget that there's any other college in the state besides LSU. But they've been killing the game. I mean, can't deny goodness. And please notice, by the way, I did say goodness, not greatness, but I'll give them goodness. How about that? And I'm just blending out that line right there with this little blender brush from Glamour Dolls. I guess it didn't really matter. The Titans are going to be 8-6, so that's the game we're playing today. So the Titans, now I could be wrong, and somebody please tell me. I know y'all won't hesitate to. Their quarterback is Marcus Mariota, isn't he? I don't know. I don't, like, literally my mind is just consumed with the Saints. So if they're not playing the Saints or around the Saints, I usually don't really care unless, but that being said, and I think anyone who watches football will tell you, if I sit in a game for more than 3 minutes, eventually I'll get into it. I just will. That's just kind of what it is. I am now going into the peach palette with my eye contour brush. And I'm going to go straight into Tempting, which is this really dark. Almost looks like it has like a weird gray undertone to it, but we're going to use that. Yeah, I'm so glad this season is done. It was, I mean, almost done. It was just crazy. Now, I'm hoping for us, of course, that the season won't be done because we're going to go into the next week and the next week and the next week and the next week until the Super Bowl is over and we walk out with another ring. That is my idea, and I am not going to change it. So just know that it's not going to happen. As a matter of fact, being at the Falcons game, everybody was like, sweetie, it's over. I was like, no, it's not. Don't you guys see there's 6 seconds? We could clearly make 8 touchdowns. That's just how my dad always makes fun of me for that. He's like, are you ready to leave? No, why beat the traffic? For what? Sit down. It's going to be hard anyway to leave. Why bother? So I'm going to go in with Old Reliable, which is my Elizabeth Mott blending brush, to blend this whole eye look together. So the Titans, I don't know much about them. I'm excited for the game because coming off of such a high on Monday, it would be nice to just, you know, get another notch in the belt and keep it moving. But I guess I don't need to. If I need to know about a team, trust me, I know about them. But here's the thing. Okay, first of all, let's talk about Drew's touchdown record. So guess who's the runner-up behind Drew Brees? Freaking Tom freaking Brady. Now, if anybody knows me, I do not like the New England Patriots. And it's not really their fault. Oh my God.
And it's not really their fault.
I can't believe I just said that. I'm glad that's on video because no one's going to believe I said that. It's not really their fault. I just don't like dynasties. I didn't like the Lakers. I did like the Bulls, but I was too young to really understand what's going on when Michael Jordan was still playing. And it was such a different sport. Like, it was like almost a fight every game. But anyway, so I didn't like the Lakers. I didn't like the Yankees. And I didn't like the Patriots because, like I said, the only reason I had some love for the Patriots is because Kevin Falk played for them and he went to my high school and he would come back all the time. I think he was coaching our high school team for a minute. I don't know if he still is or not because I know the coach, but maybe he's like assistant. Anyway, whatever. I'm getting off on a whole nother tangent. So I did like him. I did want to like the Patriots for them, but when I actually got into football and, you know, the plays and the listening to other people's head, I just don't. Anyway, whatever. So anyway, I'm pretty sure whatever the next game is, if the Patriots play, Tom Brady's gonna probably break. I honestly think it's gonna go back and forth. It's gonna be Tom Brady, Drew Brees, until somebody's out of the playoffs. That's what I think. I don't know. I'm glad that the season is almost over because honestly, first and foremost, this doggone Glamroom Game Time, I did not think it would be this hard to find a shirt and a different look for every single week. Like, that's a lot. I don't know why I put that on myself. Girl, get it together. I'm going to go in with this shade White Peach right here, and I'm going to use that as a brow. I'm glad that we are at this point in the season, but the thing is also this point in the season is when stuff gets scary, and I'm going to tell you why. Because when the playoffs are so hit or miss, like you could have one off day and your playoff season is gone. I'm going to go with Nectar, this really honey color yellow right here, and I'm going to use that as a tear duct. The way the playoffs are like formulated for the NFL, it's just such a hit or miss thing. And sometimes, actually a lot of times, the best teams don't always face each other in the Super Bowl. They just don't because the way it's laid out, like I said, you have one bad game or you have one bad call. Did anyone else remember last year? You have one bad call and your whole season is gone. Everything you worked for is gone. Like, you know, like every other sport that has series, basketball, I mean, baseball, everybody has series before their season is over. And I know it would make the season way too long. And I know that, like, I get that the season would be too long and people would be so hurt by the end of the season. It would be ridiculous. But at the same time, I'm just saying I just don't like it. I don't know what to do to change it. I just don't like that your whole season comes down to one game. I don't like that. Because even in basketball, when you get to the finals, you still got to win 4 games before it's a wrap. You know what I mean? And it's just, I don't know. You have to lose 4 times. And with us, you only have to lose once. And sometimes it doesn't even have to do with the whole entire game. I just don't like it. But anyway, so I get really nervous around this time of year. And I was looking at the playoff bracket. Let me do my eyeliner. I'm using the liquid kohl eyeliner to make a little bit of a... Okay, I always do the other side first, and this is kind of tripping me out doing this side first. But this side always comes out better, so I'm trying to see if maybe there's something I'm doing wrong. I don't know. So, yeah, it's just, I don't know. And I'm really nervous because the 2 teams we have a chance of playing against, like, we could wind up playing against the 49ers, who we lost to earlier this year. And, I mean, it kind of motivated us for Atlanta, but, you know... If you just look at the records alone, the 49ers are not Atlanta. It's a whole different ball game, literally ball game. Like, it's going to be crazy. I don't even know. I'm scared of that. But then we also could play the Minnesota Vikings. Now, if you don't know what happened with the Miracle in Minnesota, where we were pretty much locking it up, we were good to go the last, like, 2 minutes of the game. And it wasn't even 2, it was like 30 seconds. Some kind of way, they ran it all the way back for a touchdown. Like, everybody was trying to figure out, okay, are they going to try to get to field goal range? What's going to happen? How are they going to do this? And then not only did they let the fools in field goal range, they let them get a touchdown. And our season was done. And guess what? The Vikings didn't go to the Super Bowl. I don't know. But, yeah. So anyway. Did it again. Y'all, what the? Oh my God. My eyeliner on this side is just always giving me the blues, like always messing it up. Because again, all season leads up to that. And it's so easy for it to go left. You know what I mean? Although that being said, I do also remember the year we went to the Super Bowl. The game before the Super Bowl was against the Minnesota Vikings, and Brett Favre was their quarterback. And it was another one. It came down to a field goal kick, and, you know, Garrett Hartley, I think, was the guy who did it. So Hartley kicked the ball, and it was a win-win, and everybody was good. But this season was just so different because, I mean, we started the season right off the bat with our super-duper superstar quarterback, Drew Brees, being out. And, like, literally everybody thought they could sign our death warrant, that it was completely over for us, and it wasn't. Prospered, even though it didn't look like... I mean, I'm not going to lie. When I heard that news, because I actually was hosting the game day that day. Everybody was at my house to watch the game. And I'm going to go in with Bless Her Heart, which is this pretty, like, army green color. I just want something different under the eye this time. Because I feel like this look is very similar to the last time I did this palette on Glamroom Gametime. I'm just dragging it, I should say, not fix that part. Okay, so I'm going to go and get myself situated and bake, and then I'll be back. Oh, okay, people, I'm in mid-bake, and my shirt is full of powder, as it always is when I'm baking. So that means how many more games left till we are, like, done? I'll have to look that up. I can't remember. But this is the Benefit Roller Lash Mascara. Y'all, this is the best mascara I've ever used. I loved it so much. I do also love the Urban Decay Perversion Mascara. Especially if you, not preface, what's the word? If you prime it with the Subversion Primer, which I don't know why you couldn't use Subversion Primer with any mascara, but I just, this one just right off the bat, look at that. Haven't curled it yet. None of that. It just looks like this. So, I just love this set. So right now I am baking. After I finish curl my lashes, I am going to brush off the bake, and we'll do our blinding highlights, bronzer, and blush, which I have a new bronzer to try, and I have a new blush that I'm using on camera for the first time, but I've been using it all weekend. It's so good. Okay, y'all, so how are y'all not hearing me trip and almost fall on everything is beyond me. It's the end of the year, so I'm getting ready to do the diamond list. So I've literally been going back through all of my makeup to see what is the best products I got this year that I discovered or used this year or whatever. And you never realize how much makeup you have till you got to go through all of them and try to decide what's the best, what's not the worst, what is it that you love that wasn't the best thing you ever heard of, but it was good for whatever reason. So that's kind of where the room is right now, the glam room. It's quite ridiculous. Anyway, so I don't know. This season, I want to be completely in the mindset of, oh, for sure we're going to the Super Bowl. There's nothing but that loss to San Francisco, even though, again, I told everyone that knows me how terrified I was to play them because their team is just so damn good. Who did the Falcons play? Was it San Diego? No, San Diego. San Francisco? I can't remember. It's just a lot. I don't know. There's so many good teams this year. And something else I wanted to mention. I forgot to mention it earlier. When Drew Brees broke the record, did you see all his little quarter babies behind him? It was the cutest thing. Like, Teddy Bridgewater was sitting next to him, and he was like, this is my quarterback, and da-da-da. And Taysom Hill came around. It was just a really good moment. And it was a really good moment because that team is really like a team. Like, they are really all together all the time. And I think that's something that Coach Peyton and Drew really tried to work on. Let me push this down a little bit. So I say this every time I do a tutorial, but I'm going to say it again. Your mascara, I do not mind curling mine wet. I never have had really issues with it. But a lot of people apparently have. Like, they'll pull lashes out and it gets stuck and all this other kind of stuff. So you have to do this at your own risk. Do not say, oh, Diamonds and Denim told me to do it, so I did it. Don't do that, girl. Don't do that. Don't put that on me. If you ever seen Talladega Nights, the Ballad of Ricky Bobby, don't you put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby. And I actually saw this from her name, Celeste Rose. She was hilarious. And she always has her lashes done a certain way. She's like, people never believe me when I say those are my lashes. And then she showed this technique of pressing her mascara against her. This is why. This is why right here. This is why. So I don't know. I'm not really that concerned about the Titans. I am concerned because we're getting into the playoff season now, and the thing with that is every game, like, people say, like, y'all heard me all year, well, they're not in our division. Well, they are in our division, whatever. And it's like, now all that stuff matters because all of that decides who's going to the playoffs, who's going to where, who's wild card, who's, set, who clinched the division. Now starts to matter. But at some point, the AFC is going to play the NFC. So this is called Confidence in Your Glow. And it is like a blush, and a bronzer. But as a blush, it gives just that pretty gold, like, glowiness to it, which I love. But the kickoff is like really beyond my life right now. So it just gives a light, healthy flush. Now, I know some people don't like that. Like, some people are like, I don't need bronzer at all. Not bronzer, blush at all, but I just love a good blush. So this is the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil Bronzer. Chocolate Gold Soleil Bronzer. So this came out with like the chocolate gold palette and all those things that came out. JMax. So opening this up, the packaging. Oh, Too Faced is just like, Too Faced is always so on it with their packaging. It smells like chocolate. This is what it looks like. It's not very pigmented, I will say that. Oh, okay. Yeah, that side is. There's just so many good things that a good bronzer can do for you. You could probably get a new job. Become the president. There's a lot of things you could do with a good bronzer. I stand by these statements. Is that how we got in this mess in the first place? I said a good chocolate bronzer, not an orange one. A good chocolate bronzer. I love this one. It's really good. Oh my gosh, you guys, my phone legit just ran out of space. Like, I have not had a phone run out of space since, I don't even know, but apparently all my blog videos are all stuck on the phone. So I had to go out and delete some things from like way back in the gap that I don't even know why I still had them in the first place. So now I'm going to go in with the Wet Set Pressed Illuminating Powder. This is a highlighter from Kylie Cosmetics. It is the coolest highlighter I have ever owned. This is definitely going to be in the diamond list. So this is what it looks like. It is so beautiful. And it's just, watch, I'll show y'all. I mean, this palette is like the definition of a blinding highlight. Like, when I started to get into highlight, Actually, this one kind of came out after, and I wanted it and wanted it and wanted it, and it was like 60 bucks. And I was like, I don't care what that girl's highlighting. There is nothing that could make me spend $60 on a highlighter. So then I got it as a gift, so somebody spent $60 on it. No, it's probably, I'm sure it's for the blog, but anyway. I'm gonna get into all of that right now. It is already like 1 something, and the night is too young to have that conversation. Okay, girl, she's going to go and get some finishing powder and a setting spray, and we'll be finished. Whew. Okay, y'all, so everything is set and ready, and I'm going to wrap this up with a Butter London Plush Rush lip liner in the shade Sensual Nude. I mean, that is quite a name, huh? Sensual Nude. So I'm gonna just line my lips really quickly with this. That highlight is so pretty. I hate the way my face looks in the mirror, because for some reason it shows up really, really good on camera. But like in person, it looks all cracky and like weird. I don't know. It looks so smooth on camera, but... And to fill in, I'm going to use a beautiful gold gloss. It is called Marvelous Moxie by Bare Minerals. And this shade is Rule Breaker. Oh, Rule Breaker. Okay. It smells like so sweet, like icing. And it tastes kind of like, and I know I'm not just sitting here eating lip gloss, but it, like when you breathe in, you know, you can smell and I don't know, it's weird, but it tastes like marshmallows. So there's that. And last but not least, since it is Glamroom Gametime, gold dewy set bottle. Okay, guys, looks like we are ready to watch the New Orleans Saints take on the Tennessee Titans in Week 16. Getting ready to wrap the season up. And I hope y'all enjoyed this. Please click the corresponding blog for all products I used today, featured and supporting. And I guess I will see you at the scrimmage line. See you next time. Bye.